We're going to do it like this. Today, we are talking about how to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. Okay, you guys are actually in for a treat. I'm going to be filming a YouTube video live. So you guys are going to be able to hear it and watch it in real time. After this, I'm going to get into my Q&A segment. So that's how we're going to do it today. Sound good? Yeah, sounds good. Let's get to it. Okay. Like I said today, if you're watching this, we are going to be learning how to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. That's what we're talking about today. All right. I want to help you get to your fitness goal. I want transformation. That's what drives me. I want you guys to transform. I want 4 months from now for you to be looking like a completely different person. All right. Let's see how we going. Gotta make sure we live here. All right. You guys, give me a second. We're going to start it off right. In the meantime, you can drop in the comment section what your goal is. How to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. Let's get to it. I just went live, right? I forgot I was live and I was singing. I was like, yeah, let me delete that. My wife over here laughing. All right, baby. Got to have a good coffee. I remember somebody asked me what was in my cup when they see me drinking coffee from my coffee cup. And I wanted to say, my cup. Let me stop. All right, everybody, come on. I'm going to let a few more people trickle in. And today we're going to be talking about how to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. And I have a full lesson planned out for you guys. So it's going to be really cool. I know you guys are going to love it. So let me set the agenda. I want to go through my lesson. Then I'm going to get into some Q&A. And then I'll bring up a few callers. So I want to be able to wrap up within the next 90 minutes to 2 hours. The lesson's not going to be that long. The lesson might be 20 minutes, if even that long. But the Q&A segment, that might go a little bit longer. And then when I start taking callers, I'll be here for a while. And we're going to have some fun today. Cool? We're going to let a few more people trickle in. I'm going to give it another 30, 40 seconds, and then we're going to get into it. Like I said, you guys are going to watch me. Actually, I'm filming this. I'm recording this. It's going to be a YouTube video. So you guys get to see the behind the scenes of that. Then we're going to do some Q&A. Then we're going to, I'm going to bring some callers up and help you guys get to your goal. I want to know what you're struggling with, all of that stuff. Cool. Let's see. In the meantime, everybody drop, what is your fitness goal? Before we get started, drop in the comment section and let me know what is your fitness goal. I just want to get a good understanding of like where everybody is headed. And I want to know what is the biggest thing you're struggling with. Let's start it off like that. What's your goal and what is the biggest thing that you're struggling with? I want to get a good understanding of how you're thinking. All right. Is it the diet? Is it consistency? Is it the exercises? Meaning, is it the cardio? Is it the workouts? What is it that you are struggling with? Okay, I see somebody want to lose about 100 pounds. Cool. I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. So that's a big goal, but it's definitely possible. I love it. That means we got to be locked in. All right, so it's about that time. We actually about to get into it. So for everybody that just joined that doesn't know, this is the agenda for today. I'm going to teach my lesson. I'm filming it now. Then I'm going to do some Q&A. Then I'm going to bring up some callers. So in total, I might be up here for about 2 hours. Okay. So let's get into this. All right. So I was able to lose 100 pounds in 6 months when I first got into fitness. And this is exactly how I got it done. I ate only 2 meals a day. Each of those meals, it was chicken breast, and lettuce. And if I needed a late night snack, it would be a few grapes. That's all I ate. And I was consistent with that for 6 months. That's how I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, which is crazy. Number two, I was doing 2 hours of cardio every day. So I would jog for an hour every morning and I would jog for an hour every evening. Now, I didn't start off at doing an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. I literally started off doing like 5 minutes. And every week I would just tack on more time. So I built my way up to that. And then number three, I was lifting weights 5 days a week. Now, me doing those three things, following that diet, doing that cardio, and lifting weights, I was able to lose 100 pounds in 6 months and build some muscle. I noticed because I got stronger. So I went from being 260 pounds, having a lot of body fat, to having a six pack for the first time in my life. And you can follow something similar to that if you are trying to lose a lot of body fat as well. And you want a very simple, straight to the point plan to follow. That'll work for you. Now, I want to help you lose as much, however much weight you want to lose. I want to help you get there. Now, you probably won't lose 100 pounds in 6 months. And if I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't lose 100 pounds in 6 months because it was hard and it was very intense. But if you could lose 100 pounds in 10 months, or if you could lose 50 pounds in 6 months, that's still massive progress. So you might not be able to do what I did. Quite frankly, if I had to do it over again, I probably wouldn't be able to do now what I did back then because, I was like going crazy for it. But it is possible to lose like 10 pounds a month, 15 pounds a month if you are dedicated. You might even be able to lose weight faster than me if you really push hard and you really go extreme with it. Okay, but that's what I did. And today I'm going to be giving you guys the blueprint so that you can lose a lot of body fat and build muscle so that 5-6 months from now, you look like a completely different person. Okay. So there are three main things that we're going to go over. So there are three things you must do in order to lose a lot of body fat and build muscle and get this done quickly. Number one is, what are you eating? Number two is the cardio you're doing or how active you are. Burn more calories, more active you are. Number three is the weightlifting you're doing. You must lift weights if you want to build muscle. So we're going to go over those three things today. What you need to eat, how much cardio you need to do, and how to do your cardio. And number three, how to lift weights so that you actually build muscle while you're losing this body fat. All right. So number one, what to eat to lose a lot of body fat and build muscle. So I like to keep it very simple. I like to say just eat 2 to 3 meals a day, really eat 2 to 3 meals a day of a protein source and vegetables. If you do that, it's going to be lower in calories, which means you're going to be losing body fat, and it's high in protein, which means it's giving you the ability to be able to build muscle. So if you're eating 3 meals a day, protein and vegetables, like that's the simplest way to eat for us to lose body fat and build muscle. Even now, when I'm thinking, okay, this person wants to lose body fat and build muscle, or if I'm thinking I want to lose a little bit of body fat and build muscle, I'm going to make sure that my breakfast, lunch, and dinner is heavy with the protein, so like chicken, steak, or fish, and heavy with the vegetables. I'm not really going to do a lot of carbs. I'm not really going to do anything fat or greasy. I'm going to stick to that, and that always leads to fast results, fast transformations. Okay, so what protein should you eat if you want to lose fat and build muscle? Okay, so what protein should we eat? We want to pick lean protein sources. So things like chicken breasts, chicken thighs, top sirloin steak, or top round steak. You can do tilapia. You can do cod. You can do egg whites. These are the best protein sources when you want to lose fat and build muscle because they're very low in fat and they're very high in protein. And chicken thighs is kind of I leave it in there because it has a little bit of flavor to it. But also, I did not mention these. You have like 96 or 99% lean ground beef or ground turkey. You also have ground chicken and you have ground chicken breast. You also have shrimp. These are all amazing protein sources. You can do salmon, but salmon is a little high in fat. But I would throw that one in there just because it's decent with the protein and the healthy fats are not going to hurt you. So that's okay. All right. So those are the protein sources that you need to be choosing. Those are the best protein sources for you to eat when you're trying to lose fat fast and build muscle. You eat that with some vegetables, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're going to be melting body fat off. Okay. Number two, how much protein should you be eating per meal? This is the simple rule I like to follow. Women should do 5 to 6 ounces of a cooked lean protein source, meaning after you cook it, you put it on a scale and it should say 5 to 6 ounces. So get a food scale. Men should do like 8 or 9 ounces of a cooked protein source. So you cook it, you put it on the scale, it should say 8 to 9 ounces of that cooked protein source. So that's how much we want to be eating. Now, if you're a bigger person, the more protein you need, like meaning the more muscular you are. Like I've trained some women that are like 190 pounds who have like a lot of muscle. They can do 8 ounces of protein per meal. But if you weigh like 120, you can do 5 ounces of protein. Okay. So it's like these are rough estimates, but just understand the smaller you are or the less muscle you have, the less protein you're going to need. If you're a bigger person, if you're like 200 plus pounds, like, and you have a lot of muscle on you, you should be doing 8 or 9 ounces of protein per meal, possibly more. If you're like 300 pounds, super muscular. Okay. Next, what vegetables do we want to eat? So when I say vegetables, I'm talking about like the leafy, light vegetables like spinach, kale, carrots, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, green beans. I'm not talking about potatoes or rice or sweet potato. Like technically those are vegetables, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the light vegetables. I'm not even really talking about corn or sweet peas. Those veggies are a little bit on the starchy side, so they're higher in calories when you compare it to broccoli. So if you're trying to lose fat fast, personally, I would rather eat broccoli or cauliflower or carrots rather than eat corn or sweet peas, just because the calories is going to be lighter. It's going to help me get to my goal a little bit quicker. Now, how much vegetables should you eat? If you're eating low calorie vegetables like broccoli and kale, you could eat as many vegetables as you want because the calories are so low. It's an amazing food to eat if you have a big appetite because it'll make you full without you eating a lot of calories. Also, when you're preparing your vegetables, do not ever, ever, ever add a whole bunch of oil or a whole bunch of butter to your vegetables. That will stop your fat loss in its tracks. You can use a little, I mean, like a small, tiny, itsy bitsy amount of oil or butter, and that'd be cool. But I remember one day my wife added like a bunch of butter to my spinach, and I'm eating. I'm like, no wonder these veggies been tasting so good lately. But that'll stop you from losing body fat. When you get to your goal, then you could be a little bit more flexible. But if you're trying to lose a lot of body fat, like when I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, I was not adding a bunch of oil and butter to my food. Like that is like one of the worst things you could do. Like you probably better off eating a burger at that point. All right, cool. Now, I know sometimes you're going to want some carbs. Now, this is how you are able to eat carbs and still be able to lose body fat fast and build a little bit of muscle. So, my rule is this: you want to eat a small serving of carbs. So, meaning like little itty bit amount of rice or potatoes or sweet potato, but a small amount, and like 1 meal a day, possibly two. So, what does that look like? That might be half a cup of rice with your lunch and half a cup of cooked rice with your dinner and half a cup of cooked rice, not half a cup of uncooked rice. Because when you cook it, it's going to be more. Like you cook the rice and then you measure out half a cup or you weigh out 100 grams of rice. So a little bit of rice with your lunch, a little bit of rice with your dinner. That is a-okay. Now, what is the best carb to eat when you're trying to lose body fat? I would have to say it's potatoes. Why? Because potatoes is very filling. So you get to eat a lot of potatoes for only a little bit of calories. Because if you compare 100 calories worth of potatoes versus 100 calories worth of rice, the 100 calories worth of potatoes is going to have way more volume and be way heavier. So it's going to make you fuller for less calories. So that would be like the best one to pick. But if you're going to be using portion control, like it doesn't matter which one you pick, but if you just want to feel as full as possible, go with the potatoes. Okay, next, how to eat healthy fats while you're losing body fat. Now, it's important to get your healthy fats in for, like your hormone function, just for you to be healthier, like your brain, the stuff that we don't see in the mirror. Like you don't need healthy fats to look sexy when you look in the mirror. Like you'll get a six pack, but your hormones, the way you feel, it might not be 100%. The way your body absorbs vitamins, it's not going to be 100%. So we do need a little bit of healthy fats. Now, these are some simple ways to get in healthy fats. Number one, we got to use portion control because fats contain a lot of calories. Meaning this, like a little bit of a healthy fat contains a lot of calories. So we got to use like what I call violent portion control. We got to make sure we don't overdo it. So what are some healthy fat sources? You have things like olive oil. You have avocados, you have eggs, you have salmon, you have nuts. Right? So these are examples of healthy fats. So we want to include, like, let's say 2 small servings of healthy fats into our diet. So let me give you some examples. Example number 1, instead of eating chicken breast for your dinner, you can do 8 ounces of salmon. That's a serving of healthy fats, and you get some protein, not as much as the chicken breast, but you get the healthy fats from the salmon. Number 2, when you're cooking your food, you can measure out specifically 1 teaspoon of olive oil. That's a serving of healthy fats. Next, you could do 2 eggs, like 2 regular eggs with your breakfast, a serving of healthy fats. So what I like to do, I eat chicken breast and veggies for pretty much every meal, but for my breakfast, I'll add in 2 eggs just to make sure I'm getting my healthy fats in. Next, you can do like a tablespoon of peanut butter. Peanut butter is a healthy fat. It's not a protein source, just so you know. So if you eat, you have to be specific and accurate with the measurement. Like 1 tablespoon of peanut butter is a serving of healthy fat. So I recommend you do 2 servings of healthy fats today, just to make sure you're getting in a decent amount of healthy fats into your diet. So that could be a little bit of peanut butter or some olive oil or some eggs or some avocado or some nuts. And if you're unsure what healthy fats are, all you have to do is go to Google and type in what are healthy fat sources. And then when you see one that you like or 2 that you like, you just have 2 servings of that thing a day. I know some guys that will eat 2 tablespoons of peanut butter a day just to make sure they get their fats in. So, like, let me give you an example. The whole day, it might just be chicken breast and broccoli for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then they'll do 2 tablespoons of peanut butter just to get their healthy fats in. Or instead of the peanut butter, they'll cook their meals with a tablespoon of olive oil or a teaspoon of olive oil. Okay, so want to make sure we get some healthy fats in, and that's an easy way to get that done. Let's move on. Now, what do we eat as a meal replacement? Let's say you don't feel like eating breakfast, you don't want to eat lunch, you don't want to eat dinner. Let's say you do want to eat it, but you can't because you're busy. You can have a protein shake instead. Why is a protein shake a good meal replacement? Because it's going to allow you to get your protein in, and protein shakes are very low in calories unless you make them wrong. So this is how you get the right protein shake to help you reach your goal. Number 1, you can just buy a pre-made protein shake. You want to make sure it has 40 grams of protein in it. And if you buy one that's pre-made, like Lean Body is a good brand. Core Power is a good brand. The Muscle Milk Pro Series, that's a good option as well too. If you can't eat lunch or breakfast or dinner and you get one of those instead, you're good. Simple and it's fast. Or you can get some whey protein powder. The brand that I use is something called Proto Light. You can get one of those. You can make a shake yourself. Use 2 scoops of the protein powder with water or sugar-free almond milk, and you drink that as a meal replacement. So instead of breakfast, you just have a protein shake. Instead of dinner, you just have a protein shake. Now, when you're making protein shakes, people mess up because they add a whole bunch of crazy ingredients to it. Do not add a whole bunch of calories to your protein shake. This means you can't add half a pound of peanut butter to your protein shakes. That will make you fat. You can't add like a whole bunch of oatmeal and crazy stuff to it. You got to use moderation if you're going to be adding stuff to it. So I like to just be safe and keep it plain. 2 scoops of protein powder, some sugar-free almond milk. All right, if you're going to add a little bit of chia seeds in moderation, cool. If you're going to add a little bit of powdered peanut butter like PB2, cool. If you're going to add, let's say, some frozen berries, that's cool. But we got to be careful with adding stuff because that'll mess up those protein shakes for us. And that's what you have as a meal replacement when you're trying to lose body fat fast and build muscle. And I did that plenty of times when I was on my journey of losing the 100 pounds that I lost in 6 months. Next, snacks. You know, we eat our meals and we're going to want some snacks. I recommend you do 1 snack a day. And you want to pick a snack that's healthy. You know, we shouldn't snack on muffins and cookies and, M&Ms. We want to pick healthy-ish snacks. So these are some good snack options when you're trying to lose a lot of body fat and build some muscle. And like I said, these are some of the snacks that I was picking when I was dropping the 100 pounds in 6 months. So number 1, you can do a protein bar. Beer Bell is a good brand. Tastes delicious. I think you'll like it, but 1 a day. Next, you can do a protein shake. The Premier Protein Shakes is a good option for that. Number 3, you can do 1 serving of fruit. Number 4, you can do 2 boiled eggs. Number 5, you can do some Greek yogurt with some frozen berries. Personally, I hate yogurt with like the intensity of like 1,000 burning suns. I cannot stand yogurt, but It's a great snack option if you like it, but I'd rather give you $1,000 than eat yogurt. I cannot stand it. Next, you can do cottage cheese. I also hate cottage cheese just because of the way it tastes, but it's a good healthy snack option. Right. And as for the boiled eggs, that's actually a good snack. Some of my clients like to do that. I'm not really big on doing a boiled egg as a snack, but if you're trying to reach your goal, go for it. Okay, now we just went over how to structure all the eating, and I know it was a lot of information. So now I'm going to kind of give you an example of a full day of eating to lose body fat and build muscle. And this is currently what I'm doing right now to lose fat and build muscle. And if you follow a plan like this, it's safe to say that you could lose like 30 pounds of body fat over the next 2.5 months. So for breakfast, you can eat 2 eggs with 7 ounces of chicken breast. For your lunch, you can eat 8 ounces of steak. It would be 6 ounces of steak for women. You can eat that with vegetables. And for your dinner, you can do 8 ounces of chicken breast. That would be 6 ounces of chicken breast for women with 1 cup of cooked rice. And as a snack, you can do a Premier protein shake. That's an example of a full day of eating that will help you definitely melt body fat off and build muscle if you can stick to that consistently. The only thing is, make sure we're not doing any cheat meals. Make sure we're not eating a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like, you got to commit to the plan. Now, look, there's a difference between eating healthier and you're making it a lifestyle and you're slowly looking better over time. That's amazing. That's good. But if your goal is transformation, meaning over the next 3-4 months, you want to look like a different person, that requires 100% commitment. That means I'm not doing any cheat meals. Like, I'm committed to this. I'm committed to the plan. All right. So there's a difference. Know what we're striving for. Like, if you just want, oh, my inches are going down, the scale is moving a little bit, I'm feeling well, good. That's cool. But that is different from, I lost 40 pounds over the last 3 months. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done dropped like 5-6 sizes. Like, there's a difference. So know what it is that you're going for. And if you're like me, you're crazy and you want transformation, you want to lose 100 pounds fast, then like, we got to be locked in and committed. But there's nothing wrong with taking your time if that's what you choose to do. So that example meal plan that I gave you, you can modify that as needed. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. The bigger you are, the more you can eat and still lose weight. The smaller you are, the less you got to eat. You got to adjust it. Like, if you're somebody who's like 4'11", you weigh 120 pounds, like, you can barely eat if you want to lose weight. But if you're somebody who's like 360 pounds, let's say you're 5'11", then you could eat a substantial amount of food kinda, and still be losing weight. Either way, you still got to follow a plan to be locked in. So just understand that everybody's body is going to be a little different. All right. So some things that I recommend. Number one, I recommend that you buy a food scale, right? You buy some measuring cups and some measuring spoons, and you just begin to get into the habit of weighing your food and keep track of what you're eating. Just start keeping track of what you're eating. Now, you don't got to like make it super complicated. Just keep a journal. Just start keeping track of what you're eating. And this is going to help you for 2 things, right? When you start tracking what you're eating, number one, you're going to be held more accountable. You're going to see, oh, this is why I'm not losing weight, because I keep cheating on my diet. Or when you do finally start to track your calories, you'll just be more ready for it. You'll be used to it. So start by a food scale. Just get used to weighing your food. You should know how to do these things. And a food scale is like $7 at the store. It's very affordable. Okay. Also, you want to eat like this consistently, right? Those meal rules that I gave you, you need to follow stuff like that on a consistent basis. So, number one, no late night snacking. No late night snacking. Once you eat your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, and you have your late night snack, let's say it's a protein shake or an apple or something healthy like that, that's it. You go to bed hungry if you must go to bed hungry. And just by you going to bed hungry, that's going to result in you losing the 100 pounds that you got to lose, the 30 pounds that you got to lose, the belly fat that you got to lose. Like, you reaching your goal is directly tied to whether or not you're going to go to bed hungry, or if you don't have the willpower, you're going to get up and start snacking. So do not do that. Go to bed hungry after you finish what is in your meal plan. Like, that's the only thing fat loss wise you need to worry about. I don't care if you get your steps in. I don't care if you go to the gym. I do care if you follow your meal plan, because if you do that, that's going to move the needle the biggest for everybody. That's priority number one. Number two, throw away the junk food. If you have junk food in your home and you keep on snacking on it, throw it away. If it's not there, it's going to be easier for you to not eat it. You want to create friction between you and the donuts. Like personally, I love donuts. I love muffins. I love cookies. I don't keep it next to me. I make it hard for me to eat the stuff that's going to throw me off my game. Number three, meal prep your food in advance. If you are new to this, you need to meal prep your food. I recommend you take 2 days out the week on a Sunday and then again on a Thursday where you can meal prep your food in advance for the week. This way, it's like when it's time for you to eat, you don't got to think about it. You don't got to stress. You don't got to be tempted. You already know I have my chicken breast and broccoli in the fridge. I'm going to eat this because me eating this is going to help me get to my goal. When I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, I meal prepped. I already had my chicken and my vegetables ready. Like it was already ready. I didn't have to think about it. I wasn't tempted by anything because I had my food already prepared. And this is the next tip. If you don't like to cook, use a meal prep company or buy your food already pre-made. Right now, me and my wife use a company called Hummus Fit. We get our chicken already made. We get our steak already made. All we got to do is add some chicken to the plate, add some vegetables to the plate, and there we have a meal. We didn't have to cook. We didn't have to spend no time. We didn't have to stress about anything. And guess what? You do that, you'll be able to lose body fat on autopilot. No stress involved. So use a meal prep company. When I was losing the 100 pounds in 6 months, my meal prep was me going to McDonald's back when they used to have the grilled salads. It was the grilled chicken salad with the lettuce, no dressing. That was my way of meal prepping, getting my food already prepared for me. That's what meal prepping is. And the last tip, only buy what you need to eat. If you're going to the grocery store or if you're ordering your food with Instacart, only order what it is that you need. So if you know in your meal plan, you just need egg whites, chicken breasts, vegetables, and fruit, only get egg whites, chicken breasts, vegetables, and fruit. Don't get cereal. Do not buy temptation. All right. Like your diet starts in the grocery store, or your diet starts when you start making your grocery list. So only get what you need for your meal plan. That's going to eliminate so much temptation for you and make it so much easier for you to succeed. And that's what I really want. Like if I'm serious and I really want to lose 100 pounds, I don't have no time for temptation. Like I don't got time for it. I need to stick to my plan because that's what's going to lead to me being successful. And if you got to lose 30 pounds, 50 pounds, lose some belly fat, if you want to lower your blood sugar, you want to lower your blood pressure, you getting there is going to be greatly like influenced or greatly determined by how closely you can stick to your meal plan. Because for most of you, not all of you, if you just stick to a meal plan, you will lose weight. You will reach your goal, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. If you stick to your meal plan, and the funny thing is, if you stick to it strict for 2 weeks, you will see results. Like your face will look a little bit slimmer. You'll be down like 6 pounds. Like you will see quick results if you stick to a meal plan consistently for just 2 weeks. Let me run back to the quick example for you. So here's an example meal plan. For your breakfast, you can do 2 eggs and 7 ounces of chicken breast. For your lunch, you can do 8 ounces of steak. It'd be 6 ounces for women with a side of veggies. For your dinner, you can do 8 ounces of chicken breast, 6 ounces for women. Do that with 1 cup of cooked rice or half a cup of cooked rice. And as a late night snack, do a Premier Protein shake. If you can stick to that, right, consistently over the next 2 weeks, like you will start to see results. And that will motivate you. You'll do it for another 2 weeks. You'll see even more results. And before you know it, you look different. Your body feels different. You feel different. Your level of confidence feels different. Right? So that's how we need to eat to lose fat and build muscle. Next, how to do our cardio to lose fat and build muscle. So when I lost weight, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. When I did that, I was doing 2 hours of cardio a day. That's crazy, but it resulted in me losing 100 pounds in 6 months. You probably don't want to do something that intense. So for you, I recommend doing 30 to 60 minutes of cardio every day. Now, what is cardio? Let me give you some examples. That can be you walking outside or on a walking pad. You could walk on an incline treadmill. You can go jogging. You can use the Stairmaster. You can use the elliptical. You can use the bike. You can use the rower. You can do an exercise class. You can play a sport like pickleball or basketball or play soccer. You can do a dance class either in person or on YouTube, or you could just pull up a YouTube cardio video. But you want to log in 30 to 60 minutes a day. And guess what? On the days when you're tired, just go outside and walk. Just walk. Just get your steps in. On the days when you're tired, like take it easy. On the days you got energy, you up it a little bit. Now, If you're a beginner, this is how you start doing cardio. You start small and then you gradually build up. So when I first started, when I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, the way I started doing cardio was like this. I started doing a 5-minute slow jog in the morning and a 5-minute slow jog in the evening. And then next week, it was 10 minutes. And then it was a 15-minute jog. Then it was 20-minute jogs. Then it was 25-minute jogs. So I slowly increased it every week or two. And that's how you want to do it. You start small with what you can actually handle. It might be you starting with a 5-minute walk. Then you slowly, gradually build up. All right. But you start with something that you can handle. And that's it for the cardio. Very simple. You just want to be moving your body for 30 to 60 minutes a day. And this is actually very helpful. Yes, the diet is the most important thing. But if you can diet right and you do cardio, oh my goodness, you will be melting the body fat off. So I recommend that you actually put it into your calendar, you put it into your schedule, and you like make it a routine. So with me, what helped me was I knew when I woke up every day, okay, it's 7 a.m. I gotta go do my cardio. Every day at 8 p.m., I got to go do my cardio. So make it a routine so it's something you can easily stick to. Try to fit it into your day. If you got to wake up a little bit earlier, it is what it is. If you got to go to bed a little bit earlier, it is what it is. But prioritize this. It's definitely going to help. Okay. Now, that's it for when it comes to losing fat fast. If we diet and do cardio, we will be melting body fat off. But we don't just want to lose a bunch of weight. We also want to build some muscle as well, too. And what do we call it when we lose a lot of weight and we build muscle? That's what we call toning. Like your body looks more toned. You got muscle tone. That's what we call toning. It's losing a lot of body fat and building muscle. Now, we diet and do cardio to lose a lot of weight, like to lose the body fat. How do we build the muscle? All right. To build the muscle, we need to be lifting weights. So when I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, the reason I was able to build muscle during this process is because I was lifting weights 5 days a week. Well, at least 5 days a week. Sometimes it'd be 6. And so this is a simple rule that we want to follow. I want you to do at least 3 to 4 days a week of weightlifting. Now, we want to hit every body section at least one time a week, at least one. In the ideal world, we should hit every body section at least twice. So I'm going to give you guys 3 examples, or I'll give you guys 3 different examples of how you can structure your workouts. And this is going to be good for beginners, intermediate, and people that's advanced. So number 1, we can do upper body and lower body. So I recommend you do your upper body twice a week and you do your lower body twice a week. So what does that look like? For your upper body, that means like the upper half of your body. So your core, your upper body, this is upper body. Lower body is your legs, basically, like your legs and your glutes. For upper body, we want to train our chest. So that can be a chest press or like a dumbbell chest press. For our back, we want to do like pull-ups. If you can't do pull-ups, you grab some dumbbells, you bend over and you do a row that's using your back to row it. Then we want to do our shoulders. So we grab some dumbbells and we push over our head. That's working the shoulder muscles. So a dumbbell shoulder press is good for that. Then we want to do our arms. So we want to do bicep curls with dumbbells for our biceps. We're going to do tricep extensions for our triceps. You can use either a cable or you can grab a dumbbell and extend your arm up. That works your triceps. We want to do our core. So you can do leg raises for your core. So you can just lay down on your back and then raise your legs up, lower them, raise them up, lower them. That's going to work your core. Next, for lower body, our legs, we can do squats. We can do lunges. We can do hip thrust for the glutes. We can do leg extensions for the front of the legs. And we can do leg curls for the back of our legs, right? So 2 days, we would do the upper body exercises. Let's say we do Monday and Thursday. And then 2 days, we want to do our lower body exercises where we do that on Tuesday and let's say Friday. And that's amazing. The lower body muscles are going to grow and the upper body muscles are going to grow. That's one example. Now, if you're a beginner, you would just lift very light weights. So, for example, if you're doing squats as a beginner, you wouldn't use any weight. You would just use your body weight. If you are advanced, then you would be squatting with 300, 400 pounds on your back. So it's good for beginners and it's good for people that are advanced. Like if I'm doing the chest press with the dumbbells, I'm going to use at least 100-pound dumbbells. My mom is going to use like 15-pound dumbbells. Next, you can do push, pull, legs. Okay. So you can do that 3 days a week. Monday can be push, and push is basically you're pushing anything that pushes. That works your chest, your shoulders, and your tricep. It's working your pushing muscles. Either you're pushing this way, or you're pushing this way, right? Your pull can be on Wednesday. That's you doing your pulling motion. So you're working your pulling muscles, like your back. Your back is when you row. So you're pulling something close to you, or you're doing a pull down where you're pulling something from like above down. That works your back as well too. Or you're working your biceps. Okay. And then we can do our legs on Friday. That's anything with the legs. So like squats, lunges, leg press, anything where we are pressing or pulling with our legs is all done on one day. So let me give you guys like a full routine with that. For push, we do a chest press, right, with dumbbells, or we can do an incline chest press where we're pushing up, and we can do a shoulder press where we're pushing directly above. So we're working the chest with the flat press and the incline. So working the full chest. Then we're working our shoulders. Then we do like a tricep extension where we work our triceps, the back of our arms. You can do a cable with that. We do a tricep extension that way. Or you can do a dumbbell tricep extension. For pull, you can do pull-ups if you're strong enough. If you can't do pull-ups, you can do a lat pull down where basically you use the machine and you just pull the bar down. That works your back. Then you can do a row where you're pulling like kind of not up and down. You're pulling more so like front to back. That also works your back. Then you can do a back of the shoulder fly. So you stand up, you get in the machine, and then you kind of pull your arm towards your back. That's going to work the back of your shoulder. And then you can do some bicep curls to actually work your biceps. And then legs would be squats, lunges, leg press, leg extensions, and leg curls. Now, for each one of these exercises, we want to do like 4 sets, 3 to 4 sets of each one of these exercises. And we want to take these sets either to failure or very close to failure, which means you are doing the set until your muscle like fails on you. Like you can't move it. You can't do another rep. It's like, oh, like I failed. That's how we train to actually build muscle. Now, let me give you guys the beginner workout plan that I did when I first got started. Very simple. I would do 10 sets of push-ups. So I would do a set of push-ups, then rest, then do another set. I would do that 10 times. Then I would do 10 sets of squats. Then I would do 10 sets of sit-ups. Now, I didn't need any equipment. I didn't use any equipment when I was doing this. Okay. And each one of these exercises was done on a different day. So day 1 would be 10 sets of push-ups. That's it. Day 2 would be 10 sets of squats. That's it. Then day 3 would be 10 sets of sit-ups. That's it. Then day 1, it'd be 10 sets of push-ups again. And I would just keep on cycling through those days. Push-ups, squats, sit-ups, push-ups, squats, sit-ups. So that's how basic your workout routine could be. And I got great results with that. I actually built some muscle when I was doing that. Now, here's the thing. As you get stronger, of course, you're going to like kind of make your workout plan more elaborate. But when you first start, you start off light. You start off with what you could actually do. And that's it when it comes to what we need to do to build muscle as we lose body fat. That's how we want to work out. So these are the 3 things that we must do. That's how we eat. That's how we do our cardio. And that's how we work out. And if we do those 3 things, we will be able to lose body fat fast and build muscle, and it will completely transform the way your body looks. That is a complete plan that I just gave you. If you follow what I just said, in 6 months from now, you'll look different. In a month, you'll be feeling better. In a year, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Send me a before and after in a year. I can't wait to see it. Now, one of the biggest things that we struggle with when it comes to us losing body fat, building muscle, and having a transformation is the consistency part of it. Now, if you're somebody who's been trying this for a while and you don't want to try this on your own, like you want guidance, then comment the word coach in the comment section and I'll reach out to you and I'll give you more information on like how I can help you, because I do one-on-one coaching as a coach. Now, I'll say this. If you're somebody who's like, like if you do what I just said, you'll get results. You know what I'm saying? Like, or my mindset is this: you might do it, but you might not do it. Like, who knows? Like, you might do it, you might not do it. But I do know for a fact that if I'm working with you, I know for a fact that I can almost guarantee that you're going to have a transformation. And I say almost guarantee because I can't control whether or not you're going to be dedicated to the plan or not. But if you follow the instructions that I give you, I do guarantee that you will have a massive transformation. And that's the end. I will talk to you guys later. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section what you like. If you like it, make sure you subscribe and share this video with somebody who is trying to lose body fat, build muscle, and have a crazy transformation. And like I said, that's it. Peace out. All right, guys. And that is the end of my YouTube video. You guys just watched me film a YouTube video live. You just watched me film it live. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys like it. Drop in the comment section if you like the video. Okay. That was cool. I think that's one of my best YouTube videos yet. Now, like I'm going to say this again. If you want fitness coaching, comment in the comment section. Write the word coach. I'll reach out to you as soon as I log off of this. My coaching program, I don't play. You know what I'm saying? I want to drive results. I don't play. So if you're serious, then I could work with you. If you don't want to work with a coach, just follow the free stuff. Either way, I don't care. Like, I just want to help you. Like, if you want that extra level of support. But let me know. How'd you guys like the video? How'd y'all like it? Let me know. Thanks, but can you use demonstration? Some people are visual. Janine, don't worry about that. I'm going to do when I edit this up and I put it on YouTube and I post some clips on TikTok and Instagram, like, don't worry. I'm going to actually put example videos. It's just when I'm live, I can't. It's not like I could hold up a poster like, this is how you squat. But when you guys see like the edited version of this, you're going to see all of that. All right, so now, that's pretty much it. Love this. Thank you. Are you very welcome? Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Oh, wow. Love the video. Everything you said was good. Made it easier to reach a goal. Thank you. Wow. You kept this so simple for us. How long have you guys been in here? Did you guys see the whole video? Did you see the whole presentation? My arm is cramping because I was holding this heavy mic. Oh, man. I feel like I just built some muscle doing that. All right. Let's see. I caught the end of your video. I have bad back. How can you help me? I don't know. I got to talk to you more. I don't know how bad your back is. I love your videos. You are the best. Can I do protein sources? Air fried potatoes, tomatoes, cucumber. Yeah, you can do that. Great video. Thank you for helping the community. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, everybody. So now that's the end of the presentation. Now what's next on the agenda is Q&A. Now we get into Q&A. So ask your questions, and I will do my best to answer your questions. Okay. So the whole thing laid it out perfectly. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Oh, man, wow, they really like it. Thank you. Oh, man, look, I'm actually really happy. Wow, that's because I was preparing this thing for like an hour before I actually went live. So I'm actually really, really happy that you guys liked it. That means a lot. Huh? Yeah. And it's going to be live, so you guys can be watching. It's going to go up as a YouTube video. So I'm really happy that you guys liked it. All right, so let's get into these Q&As. Woke up early for the video. Thanks, coach. The journey continues. You got it, Adrian. You already know, Adrian. Let's see. We have. I'm just getting here. Let's see what questions, Q&A. Okay, I was 295. I have plateaued at 280 for months with a small dietary, but I haven't started the gym and cardio. So if you've been plateaued or if you've been stuck for a few months, then you got to tighten up your diet and you can start actually doing some cardio now. That'll help you. I do 2 meals a day. Can I add 1 avocado as the veggies? Yeah, if you want to add, 1 avocado is not going to hurt you. It's a fat. It's a healthy fat. So, that's cool. Avocado is a little heavy with the calories, but you just adding 1 avocado a day is not going to hurt you. So go ahead. High protein, low carb diet. For how long to use it for? You can use a high protein, low carb diet until you get to your goal. And then once you get to your goal, then you can just eat at your calorie maintenance. And the only thing that needs to change when you go from being in a fat loss diet to a maintenance diet is basically you're still going to be eating the same amount of protein. Everything is the same, except now you can add a little bit more carbs in moderation, though. Like don't go from eating chicken breast and broccoli to eating pizza. Go from eating chicken breast and broccoli to now you're eating chicken breast, broccoli, and sweet potato. You still want to follow the same like formula, just now you eat a little bit more carbs, a little bit more healthy fats. What was the meal plan again? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The meal plan was for breakfast, it's 2 eggs and 7 ounces of chicken breast. Women can do 5 ounces of chicken breast with 2 eggs. For lunch, for men, it is 8 ounces of steak with a side of veggies. For women, it is 6 ounces of steak with a side of mixed veggies. For dinner, it is 8 ounces of chicken breast for men with mixed veggies and 1 cup of rice. For women, it's 6 ounces of chicken breast with veggies and 1 cup of rice. And as a late night snack, you can do 1 Premier protein shake. Or you can do an apple. Like last night for my late night snack, I had an apple. What energy drinks do you recommend other than coffee? I really don't have any recommendations. I drink one called Ghost when I go to the gym. That gives me a little boost because I work before I go to the gym. But that's what I do. You know. So I do 1,000 calories with high protein, low carb, and moderate fats. Yeah, hey, if you can do 1,000 calories, most people are going to tell you don't eat 1,000 calories a day. But if you can eat 1,000 calories a day, stick to it, be consistent, and not go crazy. Yeah, do 1,000 calories a day. You're gonna lose weight super quick. Just take diet breaks when you need to. So a diet break looks like this: you eat 1,000 calories a day for 2 months. You're gonna lose a whole lot of weight. Like you're gonna be melting the weight off. Then after the 2 weeks, you take 2 weeks where you eat at calorie maintenance, where you're going to not lose any weight, but your weight is going to be maintained. That's what I recommend you do. I'm doing around 170 grams of protein, 1,400, 100, 400 grams of carbs, around 800 calories. I'm 5'6", 257, and I go to the gym. Will I lose fat? Um, yeah, you'll lose fat. If you're 257, you're going to the gym, doing 170 grams of protein. Yeah, you'll lose fat on that. Can I do the carnivore diet? Yes, you can. What about having horrible energy levels and loose skin with the 1K diet? So with the energy levels, I mean, he trying to like forget your energy levels. If you're trying to lose like 4 pounds a week, forget, yeah, I'm gonna be tired. I don't care. I'm losing 4 pounds a week. That's worth it. The loose skin, not everybody has, like, if you're gonna have loose skin, you're gonna have loose skin. Like if you are like 450 pounds and you're trying to lose 300 pounds, like you're going to have loose skin. So that's not going to affect him having loose skin or not. And remember, I did say he's going to take diet breaks. So every 8 weeks, he's going to take a 2-week diet break where he's eating that calorie maintenance. Now, if you ever get to the point where you're sticking to a diet that is super strict and you're like, I can't do this, then you would just take more frequent diet breaks. So if I'm doing a diet that's 1,000 calories a day, I might take a diet break every 4 weeks. So I might be strict for 4 weeks and then take 1 week where I eat at calorie maintenance, then be strict for 4 weeks, then 1 week at calorie maintenance. It depends on like your mindset and like if you can handle it. Right now, I can't handle eating 1,000 calories a day. Like I would have to take a diet break every 2 weeks if I did that. Well, but it just depends on what your motivations are. It sounds like he wants to lose weight really quickly. So I'm not going to tell him that it's bad. Like, it's not like he's going to collapse. Like he's going to be fine. I mean, he might collapse. I don't know. For 2 months, continue what I'm doing, then go maintenance for how long? I want to be long term. All right. So you can go maintenance for 2 weeks, but if you want to go long term, just come up so I can ask you some questions, man. Because I want to make sure I'm pointing you in the right direction. Oh, yeah. Schumann, what's going on, Schumann?
Yeah, I actually following the diet, so for 1,000 calories, but I'm doing it for sake of it. So I want to stick to it. What I'm doing.
Okay. All right. So look, if you were to follow that meal plan for 4 weeks, you're eating 1,000 calories a day. Like how much do you weigh right now?
About 265.
Okay, so 265. You follow a meal plan, 1,000 calories. Let's say you do it for 4 weeks, you will lose weight very quickly, right? And then you would take 2 weeks where you eat at your calorie maintenance, where you won't lose any more weight, right? You will maintain. But the good thing with that is your metabolism will kind of get back up to speed. Your hormones will balance out again, but more importantly, like mentally, you'll get a break from that extreme strict diet. So when you go back into the diet, like you'll be refreshed and you won't feel burnt out. But ultimately, it depends on how you feel mentally when you're doing this diet.
Yeah, I feel like I'm exhausted, but I do fasted as well at the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't eat around by 12 o'clock.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, look.
That's for breakfast.
Yeah. So what's the
So
purpose of
I
you
feel
doing?
like, I feel tired.
What's the purpose of you doing 1,000 calories a day? Is it because like you have a goal that's aggressive, you want to lose weight fast?
Well, like it's not too fast, but like I want to maintain it, as in like, I want to lose weight, but as a long term, I want to be long term.
Okay. So
like too aggressive.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, so you're saying you don't want to be too aggressive?
No, not too aggressive, but like.
So why are you doing
I
it?
want, like sometimes you can gain weight so quickly. I don't want that.
So
I want to be as long term.
So okay, look, either way you go, whether or not you do 1,000 calories a day, or if we do something that's not aggressive, because 1,000 calories a day is very aggressive. Either way, you don't have to gain the weight back. Like I can, like if you eat at your calorie maintenance and you're very disciplined with eating at calorie maintenance after you lose the weight, with the same type of like you weigh yourself and you make sure that you are on plan, you're not going to gain the weight back regardless. Like you can lose 100 pounds in 2 months, you're not going to gain it back if you eat at calorie maintenance and you are strict with that. But my question to you is, if you aren't like, why are you doing 1,000 calories a day if you don't want to do something that's aggressive? Because that's aggressive. You're 260 pounds. 1,000 calories a day is super aggressive.
I tried to have a diet plan. It didn't work for me. I actually gained weight because of that. So
Okay.
That's why I started doing low carb.
Okay.
Like that way, so I can lose weight quicker.
All right. So let me see.
That was my issue.
You weigh 260, right? Assuming that you are kind of active, even just a little bit, you should be able to lose weight eating 1,600 calories a day. Now, let's see. Do you know how to track your calories accurately?
Sometimes I'm a bit off.
Okay, so that's probably the issue. Like, if you wanted, so me listening to you, I'd say, okay, let's do 1,600 calories a day so we can lose 2 pounds a week, and we just can't be off. Like even on the weekends, like we gotta stick to the plan. We gotta be strict with whatever's in the meal plan. We just gotta stick to it every day, because if you do 1,000 calories a day for 4 days, but then Friday, Saturday, Sunday you eat whatever you want, like you're not gonna lose any weight. I've done that before. Like I'll lose 4 pounds in 4 days, and then over the weekend I'll gain it right back. So you can't do that. You gotta pick a plan and you stick to it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Like over time, and I did experience a lot of. I had a health issue on the top, so I had a heart failure. So that's actually like giving me like 2,000 calories in a day.
I don't understand. Say it again.
So I had a medical condition, so I had a heart failure. So that's why I'm making me do 2,000 calories in a day.
Wait, your doctor made you do 1,000 calories a day because you had heart failure?
No, not that, not doctor, but as in the doctor probably going to suggest me to do about 800 calories, but I do 1,000. So
your doctor told you to do 800 calories a day?
Yes.
Did he say that, or because I don't know what you said?
No. As in, you do that at least for 2-3 months, but they haven't told me yet to do it.
So nobody
started doing it.
So you had heart.
Doing it.
So you had heart failure, but nobody told you to do 800 calories a day. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, don't say your doctor told you to do that, because I'm never going to go against what your doctor tells you to do. No, I'm just.
No, doctor didn't tell me. So
okay.
But it says on the description they're going to make you do 800 calories.
Okay, so I think number one, you should find out what your doctor wants you to do. If I was working with you, you would have to tell me, all right, what does the doctor want you to do? And then I would give you a plan to help you stay consistent and actually do that. Now, personally, I think if you're doing 1,600 calories a day, you'll be able to stay consistent, but you just got to follow your meal plan every day of the week. That's what I would focus on that.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
All right, man. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right, no doubt. As a mom preparing meals for the household, how do you maintain your weight as a mom preparing meals for the household? So I think number one, Nisha, you should have a meal plan to actually write out what you're going to be eating. What is your meal plan for the day? Your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and find time to actually have your meals prepared in advance if you don't have time to cook them on the spot. Like, I don't know if you are like, if you're like a stay-at-home mom and you have time to cook every meal from scratch. If you can do that and that's not an issue, you can do that. But you definitely need a meal plan. So you need to write out. This is an example. Let's say for your breakfast, you're going to do 1 cup of egg whites and 3 strips of turkey bacon and half an avocado. And then your lunch and dinner is just ground turkey and broccoli. Then you need to make sure that at all times you have the ingredients for those meals. And then you need to make sure that you have time and you actually prioritize you eating those meals. And then also, you want to have some healthy snacks on hand if you get tempted by your kids' snacks. So instead of you eating their cookies, you can eat some blueberries for you that you have in the fridge. Okay, how long were you doing the push-ups, squats, and sit-ups and what were the results like? So I was doing the push-ups, squats, and sit-ups, I want to say for about 2 months. And the results were I went from doing like 20 push-ups a set to doing 80 push-ups for the first few sets. So I got really strong doing that. Um, Body-wise, I was already like, this is when I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. So I was building muscle. And because of my diet and the cardio I was doing, I was losing a lot of body fat. So the results were good. But after a few months, I did start going to the gym and I switched it up. That's why I'm big on just start with something. Because when you master that, you're going to say, okay, now I'm going to get into the gym. Then I started doing pull-ups when I got light enough, and I started doing dips. So I started with the push-ups, pull-ups, push-ups, squats, and sit-ups. And then when I got, better at it, when I graduated from that, I started doing other forms of exercises. Do you suggest any supplements or pills for women on their journey? No, just creatine. But if you stick to it, I think, what's your name? Aisha. I'm not sure how to say your name. But if you stick to a meal plan, you do the cardio, you do your workouts, you'll lose body fat and build muscle without any supplements. So, in my opinion, unless it's a magic supplement, they don't really do anything. Thank you for responding, brother. Appreciate the knowledge. You're welcome. So, how do I know how many calories I should be eating? The way that you figure out how many calories you should be eating is very simple. And it could be complicated if you've never done it before, but this is how you do it. Number one, we go, and I'm going to do it right now. We go to google.com. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. This is very simple. Once we get to Google, we type in calorie calculator. We're going to pick the one from calculator.net. That's the first option that pops up. You're going to put in your age, your gender, your height, your weight, and your activity level, and then you press calculate. Once you do that, it's going to tell you how many calories you need to eat to maintain your weight and how many calories you need to eat to lose weight. That's how you figure it out. It's very simple. I'm taking Women One a Day. That's why I asked. So that's good for like overall health and wellness. I wasn't thinking you meant that in that regard, but taking a multivitamin is always going to be good. I thought you were saying that's going to help you lose fat and build muscle. Like, there's nothing really that's going to help you with that, but definitely taking a multivitamin is good. Taking a multi-mineral also is good. Taking, I want to say, fish oil is good as well too. And that's good for your overall health, because when you are dieting, there will be, just in general, there are certain vitamins and minerals and nutrients that we're missing in general. So when we're dieting and we're eating in a calorie deficit, it's very common for us to be like losing out and missing a lot of these important nutrients. But to be real, if you take somebody who's eating McDonald's and you have them start eating chicken breast and kale and avocado, that person who's eating the whole food is going to get more nutrients than the person eating McDonald's. So there's a big misconception that, when you start dieting, you're getting less nutrients. When in reality, most people come from eating processed food to now they're eating whole food. Good morning, Kathy. What do you think about fasting for 16 hours and eating in an 8-hour window for weight loss? So that can help you. but only if you are sticking to a meal plan. If you're fasting for 16 hours and only eating in an 8-hour window, but you are eating whatever you want, you won't lose weight. If you are fasting and in the 8-hour window, you are following a meal plan, you will lose weight. Like, you will definitely lose weight. Now, if you're fasting and you're following your meal plan, or if you were not fasting, but you still followed your meal plan, meaning you ate the same exact stuff, like nothing changed with your diet, there would be no difference. So fasting is helpful because it helps a lot of people stick to their meal plan mentally, but that's it. How do we find out the macros? There are macro calculators. So the same way we figured out the calories, we have macro calculators. Now, as a rule of thumb, when you're calculating how many macros you want, what I like to do is this. I like to say, okay, how much do I weigh right now? And I would eat that many grams of protein. So if whatever I weigh in pounds, that's how many grams of protein I'm going to be eating. I want to get, and this is for man and woman, I want to get at least 40 to 60 grams of fat, right? So now I know I need around 220 grams of protein. I need, let's say, 50 grams of fat. And then with the rest of the calories that I have left over, I can fill that in with carbs as long as I'm still in a deficit if I'm trying to lose weight. By sticking with protein and veggies, can you lose body fat while gaining muscle? Yes, you can. If you are sticking with protein and veggies, you can lose body fat while gaining muscle. So let me tell you guys a quick story. I want to say about 3 years ago, I lost 30 pounds of body fat in 2.5 months. And my meal plan was simple. It was protein and vegetables. It was 1 cup of egg whites, 4 ounces of chicken breast, and a side of veggies. I ate that for breakfast and dinner. And my lunch was 8 ounces of chicken breast with vegetables. And if I needed a late night snack one day, it would just be a little bit of berries or a few grapes. But that wasn't an everyday thing. I did that. And in 2.5 months, I lost 30 pounds of body fat and built a lot of muscle. So, yeah, that works. Now, if you're a woman, of course, you could decrease the serving sizes a little bit. And that meal plan was strict, but the results were so quick, it was worth it. Should you be eating your target weight in protein or your current weight? It depends. Well, always you want to go for your target weight because that's pretty like straightforward all across the board. So go for your target weight, but you got to go with your real target weight. There have been people that I've spoken to that are 400 pounds and they're like, oh, my goal is to get down to 350. That's just your first goal. Your ultimate goal is to get down to 150. So that person needs to be eating 150 grams of protein. So you want to go for your final target weight. Should we be weighing our food on the scale in ounces or grams? It doesn't matter. Whatever your meal plan says. So if your meal plan says do 200 grams of chicken breast, you put it to grams. If it says do 8 ounces of cooked chicken breast, you put it in ounces. If it says do 200 grams of rice, you put it in grams. If it says do 7.495 ounces of rice, then you put it in ounces. So you just do whatever the meal plan says, because it's easy to change the units of the unit of measurement on your scale. That's easy. All right, everybody, let's bring up some callers and let's have some fun that way. If you want to come up on TikTok, you can just request to come up or just put the word me and I'll invite you up. If you're on Facebook or YouTube and you want to come up, I'm going to drop a link in the comment section. You can come up there. If you're on Instagram and you want to come up, click the link that is in my bio. All right, so I'll be honest with you. You might have to wait a little bit, but I'm gonna try. Oh, actually, no. If you're on Instagram, you can't even. You can't even do it like that. Hold on. Let me see if I can post something in my story. See, I can come up. Yeah, if you're on Instagram, just follow. Join me live on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook. It's the same name. It's Better You, Better Society. All right, same thing. Better You, Better Society. All right, let's see. Yeah, so look, if you're on YouTube and Facebook, check the comment section. You got to click this link. You'll be able to come up. All right, we got David St. Patrick. What's up, David? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. So I listen to you a lot, man, and I appreciate what you do. You know, I seen your videos and your transformation. It's inspiring.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So I'm a truck driver. I currently weigh about for context, I'm 6'1". I weigh about 240, 250. Last time I checked, it was about a week ago. I was 238. I want to drop down to around 190. I'm a truck driver, so it's not as easy to work out and the meal plans and stuff. So I wanted to see how can you what is your recommendations in that?
Okay. So what? You're like on the road all day?
Yes, sir. I'm over the road truck driver, so really I don't go home in months. Like I could be on the road for like 4 or 5 months at a time sometimes.
Got you. Okay. So look, David, if I was you and it was gun to head and I needed to lose like 3 pounds a week every week and I couldn't work out, I would go to like a 7-Eleven for my breakfast and I would get a protein shake and a banana. For my lunch and dinner, I would go to a Chick-fil-A or a Chipotle or a diner and I would get just chicken or steak with vegetables. That'd be my lunch and my dinner. And if I got hungry after that, I would drink a ton of water. And I would do that consistently because if you do that and you start weighing yourself every day, you'll be dropping like 3 pounds a week. And that'll motivate you to keep going. And before you know it, you'll be down 20, 30 pounds.
Okay. So actually, so dropping weight is that's not very difficult for me. I just want to gain muscle.
Yeah.
I was at the time I was 300 pounds. I took off work for like 2 months and I lost about 60 pounds. Um, mm, but gaining muscle, that's where I'm at right now. I want to gain muscle. Uh, so I can try to work out at least 3 times a week. What do you recommend? Like, what could be a good set workout?
Okay, so I still recommend that meal plan that I just gave you. And then on top of that, you can do like an extra protein shake from a 7-Eleven because that's going to give you all the protein that you need. Now, are you going to be able to work out at a gym? Is that realistic for you? Or would it have to be something like dumbbells?
I can go to the gym 3 times a week.
Okay, so I would do that.
Yeah, because so I'm an owner operator, work for myself. So, but sometimes it's really difficult. Like when I have a tight schedule, I'm not, and that's what I try to make it 5 times a week, but that's not consistent.
You don't have to do that. You can do 3.
Okay. All right. So, the meal plans that's very helpful because the food
Yeah.
is the main problem for truck drivers. We don't have access to foods like that.
Yeah. And like I said, like if I'm on the road all day, that's just what I would do. I would go to 7-Eleven, get a 40-gram protein shake. I get a banana, that'd be breakfast. My lunch would be Chick-fil-A, a bunch of grilled chicken nuggets, salad. Same thing for dinner, late night protein shake, drink a bunch of water. And it would be hard, but I would be melting the weight off. And if you're working out 3 days a week, it's just a matter of a few months before you look in the mirror or you look at a photo and it's like, oh, shoot, David is sexy now. So that's just what I would, in reality, that's what it would look like.
Man, appreciate you. Do you have a program, man? I would like to join the program if you have one.
Yeah, I got a coaching program. Yeah, so send me a message.
Listening to you, so I'd like to join you so I can follow you on a daily because I'm not on TikTok every.
I got you.
But I'd like to follow you if possible.
Yeah.
On a daily, so I can get better.
All right, so do me a favor, just comment the word "coach" in the live, and then when I get off of here, I'll reach out to you.
All right, I'll do that just now. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for bringing me up. Hopefully we can, I can sign up to your program and we will be in contact more.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get you a 6-pack, baby.
Hey, that's the goal. Thank you, man.
All right.
All
right, so Abigail wants to know what is the topic today. Well, you missed it. I did a whole presentation. The topic today was how I lost 100 pounds in 6 months and built muscle. So the topic really was what to do to lose a lot of body fat and build muscle. Sammy said, I think you'd crush it on our team. All right. Let's see. We got the Haitian dark skin. Why would you put that as your name? Like, that's crazy. Can you turn to your camera, please? I got to make sure you're not somebody who's going to just flash me and run away. Look, Scott laughing. All right, here we go. That's funny. What's going on, boss? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if I just need some help. So I'm basically I don't re- I'm trying to get back in shape. But I don't really eat. I mainly just eat. The only meats I eat is like chicken and beef and just like whey protein and some eggs and things like that. But I don't eat fish or any other meat. To be honest, I'm trying to get back in shape. Like I usually um, in the morning, like I try to get either eggs or a protein shake, and I have like chicken breast and rice throughout the day, and try to just drink water. And like I do workouts, like full body workouts, 2 to 3 times a week. But I do like sprinting on the treadmill like twice a week. But I'm wondering if that's
All right.
detrimental.
Got you. Before you even go, like, what's your goal? And two, can you turn your camera on just so I can see you? I don't know if you heard me. All right. Whenever you're ready, just turn your camera on. I'll bring you back up. Hey, what's going on, Scott?
What's going on, Coach Sam? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
Good. So I don't know. I don't know. I had to walk away for a second, so I don't know if you answered my question I had in the chat. So I'm not a big chicken breast person. I like thighs more, but I know I think I've heard you say on other ones. So you prefer the chicken breast over the thighs. What about like chicken tenderloin? Like if I don't like really want to eat
Yeah,
chicken breast, would you prefer the tenderloins over the thighs?
yeah.
Okay.
Tenderloin is better than thighs. Now,
Okay.
I'll be honest. I like thighs. It tastes better than chicken
Mhm.
breast. But
Right.
if I'm like, man, I'm trying to be strict and like
Hmm.
massive, like, so by the end of this week, I have a coach myself and I got to weigh 2.5 pounds lighter than the last week. I'm not
Hmm.
messing around with thighs this week. I'm doing the straight chicken breast because I can't play any games.
I
But
got you.
tenderloin is a good in between. It's very
Okay.
lean and it does have a
Mhm.
little bit more flavor.
And it would be same thing. So like the 8 ounces of the tenderloin, so it'd be the same macros, right? Just 8 ounces of tenderloin
Yeah,
with like my vegetables to like it, because I'm 260 and I want to get to 190.
yeah,
So
yeah. That'd be good. So 8 ounces of the tenderloin with
mhm.
the vegetables, that'd be solid. Now, what are you doing for breakfast?
I've been doing protein shakes. I've been doing the Transparent Labs. So I'll do 2 scoops of protein from Transparent Labs, and then like a scoop of the PB2 peanut butter with the. I haven't been doing almond milk. I've been doing oat milk, the Planet oat milk, and I'll do some oat milk, and you know what I'm saying. That's pretty much my
Okay,
breakfast.
that's good. That's solid.
And then lunch, I've been, like I said, I've been doing thighs. I can't go back and forth. I'll do thighs and I'll do chicken tenderloins. I've done some breast too, but I just like the tenderloins better. So I've been doing that. And then I've been doing like a cup of mixed vegetables. So I know I've heard you say before, like before it was like 4 cups. That would just struggle for me to get 4 cups of veggies in. So I've only been doing a cup, sometimes a cup and a half, depending on which one I get. Because I know you told me about the bird's eye vegetables, because I was getting the mixed vegetables like with like the little bitty, peas and carrots and stuff. So
Yeah,
I moved over to like the Normandy or the California blend, like the bigger sized vegetables and stuff like that. So I've been
yeah,
doing, like I said, a cup and a half of that. And then I'll do some turmeric rice here and there, like maybe for like dinner. I'm not a big carb person, so I'll do like maybe like for dinner, I'll do a cup of jasmine rice with some turmeric and pepper in it, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. And then I'm just now again because I had a knee injury, so I'm just now kind of getting back into the gym again. But I've been trying to go like consistently 3 days a week, trying to get to four, but I've been trying to do 3 days a week consistently.
okay. And what about cardio?
Cardio, I will do it after, like I do my weightlifting. So I'll do about an hour of cardio after my weightlifting, 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, and that's only 3 days a week now.
Yes, sir.
What about the other days? Like, what are you doing activity wise? Like, is it nothing?
No, like I do stuff home because I bought from Walmart and I got it on one little sales they had. So I got like a little dumbbell set. It's like 5 pounds all the way up to 25, and then I got some push-up bars. So I'll do, you know what I'm saying, like push-ups at the house. You know what I'm saying? At nighttime I'll do 50 to 100 push-ups depending on how tired I am.
Okay.
And then I'll do the you know what I'm saying, the dumbbells too. And I got some bands too. So I'll do a little bit of band work, resistant bands, and then I don't know if you heard the Rich Piana method, like the bicep blaster method, where it's like you take the 15-pound dumbbells, you lay on the floor, and then you just try to pump out 100 skull
Yeah.
crushers, and then
Okay.
you get up and then do 60 hammer curls. So you do
Yeah.
that for three sets. Now I haven't got through the whole routine. I ain't even gonna hold you. You know what I mean? I ain't got through the whole routine, but I've been getting what I can in. So I'll do that. I'll do some, you know what I'm saying, some curls and stuff like that on the days I'm not going to the gym. I try to stay active. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't been pushing myself like I probably should when I'm at the crib. When I'm at the gym, you know what I'm saying, I go in.
Yeah.
But at home, I just kind of, you know what I'm saying, I get in when I can till I get tired, and I'm like, go ahead and go back to studying. So,
All right. So this plane is amazing. How
Okay.
much weight are you losing on a weekly basis?
So far it looks like I've been going like 2.5 pounds, sometimes 3, depends on like I said, basically what you've been telling everybody, depending on what I do. And if I do the chicken breast or the tenderloin, I feel like I have like maybe it's more like the 3 pounds. But if I'm doing the thighs, more than thighs, it's like 2.5, somewhere around there.
That's amazing. I mean, yeah, like before you know it, you're gonna be touching 200.
Okay.
Now, look, I do like you keeping chicken thighs in the rotation because
Okay.
it's gonna help you not get bored.
Yes, sir.
Right? It's gonna keep you mentally sane. So
Yes, sir.
whenever you start feeling like, man, the diet, like, you know, chicken thighs, that's a
Okay.
good cheat.
Okay.
Not-
So should I switch it up? Should I do like my lunch and dinner, do the like the tenderloin, and then like the next week do the thighs, or should I do like one meal chicken thighs, one meal tenderloin? How do you want me to structure that?
I would do tenderloin whenever I can.
Okay.
Whenever I need to do something a little bit more flexible, that's when I'll break out the
The
chicken
thighs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, last week there was a day I'm like, hey babe, we need some burgers. Like the chicken breast is killing me. Like, let's get some burgers. So you kind of know it like that. And it's just one day, and then you get back to the plan when you get it out the system.
Yes, sir. And then you said do the recomp. So after 2 months of doing that, then bump up my calories because I did the calculator thing like you showed us before. So you said after 2 months, bump it up to whatever it says my maintenance calories is supposed to be, and then do that for like a week or two, and then come back down.
No. So I was giving, he was doing 1,000 calories a day. That's why I told him.
Okay.
For you, if you ever feel like, okay, I've been dieting hard for 8 weeks, I had no cheat meals, like I need like a break. That's when, okay, for the next 7 days, we're going to eat at calorie maintenance.
Okay.
And you know how to track your calories, right?
Yes, sir.
And as long as we know how to track our calories when we're doing that, we still want to eat healthy food, but we can make some homemade burgers and fries, and we can make this because we'll have way more calories to spare. But we still want to be at maintenance for 7 days. We'll maintain, and then after that, we get back into the deficit.
Okay. Yes, sir. Cool.
Yeah, Scott. I mean, look, you on the right track.
I appreciate it, big homie.
Are you taking progress photos every week? Please do that. Please.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And nobody, we hate doing it, but when you go from seeing, wow, like now I got a 6-pack, and you can compare and contrast, it'll blow your mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
so, you're right. Because I was like myself, I'm like, nah, man, I don't even drink for it. Like I got this baby Heineken keg. I ain't feeling it. I ain't taking no pictures. Not until I get it off. But no, it makes sense. I see what you're saying. The psychological part of it. I see what you're saying.
Man, I wish I would have took more pictures when I was bigger. I wish.
Mm.
Sometimes I wish I could get fat again just so I could take the photos. Oh my goodness. My before and after, you think they look good? Oh my goodness. I ain't take my worst pictures. Oh shoot. I used to hide from cameras. Yeah. Well, all right, Scott. I'll talk to you later, man. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Coach
And
Sam.
also send me a message on Instagram so I can follow you and just kind of, just be in
Okay.
contact with you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
I caught the end of your video. I have bad back. Yummy. It's that one. Good morning from beautiful Dallas, Texas. I'm planning on going for a walk after breakfast this morning. Oatmeal cooked on the stove with 1% milk and 2 teaspoons of sugar and blueberries sprinkled on top for breakfast this morning. Okay, Nancy. I would like wait, to the end. No, my wife said that's the life, Nancy. I would like it if you added like a scoop of protein powder to that oatmeal or 2. What can I have energy? What can I have to have energy to lift weights? So, if you want to have energy for lifting weights, you can have a little bit of carbs before you go to the gym to lift weights. That can be a banana. That can be some people will do like one Rice Krispie treat, like 60 minutes before they actually start lifting. It could be any type of simple carb, like a slice of toast. It could be 2 rice cakes. The thing is, you just got to use portion control. And if you're responsible with it, like you'll be fine with that. Did you do weights? You talking to me? Yes, I did lift weights. Yes, of course. Lifting weights is okay. +4 boiled eggs. All right, Nancy. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, you do need to lift weights. I definitely lifted weights when I was losing weight. That's how I was able to build muscle. I lost 25 pounds from February to July. My mom passed in July, and I gained it all in 6 weeks. I'm sorry to hear that, Abigail, because I know that's rough. So I'm really sorry to hear that. So now it's just a matter of like doing your best to get back on a plan. And Abigail, I will say this. Whenever life gets rough and, like outside things happen, that's the time for you to like lean on or like try to get a support system for yourself. So a few examples. I have a coach. I have friends that are into fitness. I remember when like I lost somebody in my family about a year ago, and I was like, I was kind of down. I was going to a boxing gym, and like the guys there, they really kind of just helped me, keep my head in the right space, especially like fitness wise, go there because like I had that support system. So that's when having a support system can be very helpful. All right. And Abigail, of course you can lose it again. Of course you can. Whatever you did to lose it the first time, you can do it to lose it again the second time. And if there's ever a time when like life gets hard again, we just want to be careful not to gain the weight back. And situations like that, we just want to do just enough to maintain. Okay. Will you lose muscle if you do cardio? Jenny from the church. I remember you. I remember that name. No, if you're eating enough protein and you're lifting weights, you won't lose muscle. I've lost 100 pounds in 3 years. I am 196 now. Congratulations. That's amazing. How does it feel? Rodriguez. Good morning. When I cook my veggies and chicken, I'm not adding any salt. Is this okay, or I need to add salt? You don't have to add salt. Coach Sam, thank you so much for having this live stream today. I'm learning so much from you. Oh, you're very welcome, Nancy. You're very welcome. I will say this, Nancy, for your breakfast, the 4 eggs is good, but that's only about 24 grams of protein. If you can have a protein shake on the side, or if you add a scoop of protein powder to your oatmeal, or you add 1 cup of egg whites to your breakfast, those are 3 simple things that you can do to add 25 grams of protein to that breakfast, taking it from being around 25, 30 grams of protein to making it like 50, 55 grams of protein. Just left the gym. I'm hungry. What can I have? Okay, if you just left the gym and you're hungry, I'll tell you what I eat for my breakfast. I do 2 eggs and 7 ounces of chicken breast or steak. That's solid because it's like super packed with protein and very filling. I do 5 minutes walking on the treadmill before weights and 30 minutes of cardio after. Okay, that's good. Thank you. You are wonderful. You always answer. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Can I take Gainer protein? What is Gainer protein? Is that a mass gainer? Let me try to look that up. Gainer protein. No, I wouldn't take a mass gainer. That it's like Gainer is not even like a mass gainer is not a protein powder. A protein powder will have 100 calories and 20 grams of protein in a scoop, right? That's in a scoop of protein powder. A mass gainer will have, let me actually look it up just so I can be super specific. Oh, this is crazy. Why are you laughing at me? Yeah, so 1 scoop of protein powder will have about 100 calories and 20 grams of protein. 1 scoop of a mass gainer will have 350 calories and 20 grams of protein. So one has 100 calories, the other one has 350 or more calories. So don't take a mass gainer unless you're unless you're somebody who's like super skinny, you can't gain weight no matter what. Those are the people who take mass gainers. Mass gainers are not for people who are trying to, you got a little bit of pudge and you're trying to build some muscle and tone up. Do not take that. Mass gainers are for the people who cannot gain weight. Like you just can't gain weight. It's like I can't eat anymore, and I'm still not gaining weight. I will stop by the supermarket this morning on my way back to the apartment to buy some protein powder. Amazing. That's funny. We're going to be neighbors soon, Nancy. My man is 416 pounds trying to lose weight. How many calories and what should he eat? He's 416 pounds. So if he's eating 2,000 calories a day, he's going to be just melting the weight off because he's so heavy, right? He's going to be melting the weight off. So what can your man eat? This is what I would eat if I was him and I wanted something simple that would just help me lose weight. So for my breakfast, I would have 1 cup of egg whites. No. I would have 2 cups of egg whites with vegetables for breakfast. I'd scramble it, season it good. For my lunch, I would do 9 ounces of chicken breast or any type of meat. That could be chicken thighs or ground turkey or ground beef, whichever one he wants, with vegetables. I'd eat the same thing for dinner. If he wants carbs, you can have like a baked potato, but do not add butter to it or anything like that. But you can do a baked potato. You could do like half a baked potato for lunch, the other half for dinner. And as a late night snack, just try to drink water and go to bed. And he'll be able to lose a lot of weight quickly doing that. There are so many protein powders at Aldi. Which one should I buy? When you're looking, I don't know what brands they have at Aldi's. Actually, let me look it up. That's a quick Google search. Aldi protein powder. Get the one that says Elevation. That's good. The one that says Elevation whey protein. Okay. If you want one that is pre-made, they have Elevation that's pre-made too. So the Elevation brand is good. You changing lives, man. Every hero don't wear capes. Speak for yourself, brother. I got a cape right here, No, I'm playing with you. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Thank you. Is cardio every gym day a good idea? Yes. Won't help. Won't hurt. I want to lose face weight. I mean, it's a little bit chubby. I like skinny face, dear. Please give me advice. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Comment actually got filtered, so I didn't see it at first. All right. So you want to lose face weight. So you can't lose just face weight. As you lose weight overall, you will lose the weight in your face. Okay, so When I lost weight, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. And when I was done losing weight, I lost weight in my face. Now, this is what I did. I ate 2 meals a day. It was chicken breast and lettuce. So it was chicken breast and a salad for my lunch. Same thing for dinner. And I did cardio twice a day, in the morning and at night. And I was lifting weights 5 days a week. I was able to lose all of that weight. And guess what? My face got slimmer as a result. So if you follow a meal plan similar to that, where you're picking a meat, you're eating it with vegetables, you can do 3 meals a day if you want. Do your cardio, lift weights. You'll be able to lose a lot of the weight, so your face will get slimmer. And you'll be building some muscle, which is a plus. All right, let's see. All right, let's take a few more calls, and then I'm going to log off. I really appreciate you guys for spending so much time here. I'm happy that this is valuable to you guys. Yeah, I have no idea how excited I am about this morning, the presentation that I did. I'm happy that you guys liked it. You are the best. Cheers. All right, I'm 61 kg. I'm 5'3". What's the ideal weight for a woman? It depends. You know, it really depends on you. There are some women, their ideal weight is 220 pounds because they just hold a lot of muscle. There's some women, their ideal weight is 100 pounds because they're like 4'5". So it depends. I got to write that down. Yeah, it's elevation. Elevation. This is my motivation on my agenda to watch every morning. That's funny. Oh, man. I appreciate you too, Lillian. Can we eat plantain? So plantain is a carb source. So you know how I say you can do a little bit of rice. So you can do half a cup of rice with your lunch and then your dinner. Instead of doing the rice, you can do a little bit of plantain. So if you do like half a plantain with your lunch, half a plantain with your dinner, that's fine. Just make sure you're not frying it. I'm an athlete trying to tone up. I'm 6'3", 206 pounds. What do you recommend? So if you're an athlete trying to tone up, you're already very active because you're an athlete. I would say diet. Let's clean up the diet. So what I would eat if I'm trying to tone up, this is my go-to diet. I wake up in the morning and I'd have 2 eggs, 6 ounces of steak, half an avocado. For my lunch and dinner, I would stick to a protein source like chicken breast, eat that with vegetables, maybe a little bit of rice, like half a cup of cooked rice. And I'd follow a meal plan like that, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As a late night snack, I would do a protein shake, and that'd be my meal plan to tone up. What is the idea for a woman truck driver who weighs 192 and I can't work out? Okay, so for you, walk. That's number one. Try to get in 60 minutes of walking a day. But most importantly is going to be your diet. So as a truck driver, if I'm you, like I actually said this same exact thing before, but a full day of eating for me would be going to a 7-Eleven to get a protein shake and having a banana with that. I would drink plenty of water in between my meals so I didn't get hungry. For my lunch and dinner, I would go to Chick-fil-A and get the grilled nuggets with a salad and fat-free dressing, or I would go to Chipotle or Moe's and get a bunch of chicken and veggies, or I would go to a diner and get chicken or steak or fish with a bunch of vegetables. If I ever needed a snack because I was starving, I would stop by and get like a fruit cup, from one of like the rest stops or from like a 7-Eleven again. Drink plenty of water, stay hydrated. That's what I would do. If you can combine a diet like that and you can try to get in 30 to 60 minutes of walking a day, that'll help you start losing weight. And you could buy some dumbbells so that you can work out on the side of the road, do some curls, do some squats, do something. And then as you get better, you can build on it. But you don't got to dedicate hours to working out. You just want to do what you can. So if that means 20 minutes of walking and 10 minutes of weightlifting, you start with that. Thank you again for the advice, big homie. And I love the What's in My Cup tunes on the first live this morning. Oh, shoot. I deleted that. Dang. Yo. Yo. Oh, my goodness. That is crazy. That's funny. That's funny how you caught that. That's crazy. Dang. I didn't even realize. Like, I knew I was going live, but I was just singing the long, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta delete this." Oh man, that's funny how you made it known that you caught it too. That's funny. That's messed up, man. All right, let's keep it going. Are protein shakes healthy? Yes, protein shakes are healthy. And I say healthy, like if you follow a regular diet, protein shakes are healthy. The only people who should have the audacity to say protein shakes aren't healthy are people who grow their own chickens. I mean, raise their own chickens in the back, who grow their own vegetables. But if you, like if you ever drinking soda before, you can drink a protein shake. Will animal-based meat and fruits yield the greatest results? Not a fan of vegetables. So if you don't like vegetables, you can just eat fruit instead. Like you don't have to eat vegetables. You can eat fruit instead. This is Scott, and yeah, I caught that, John. That's oh man, Scott, that's funny. That's funny. Look, guys, when we actually move, the live streams are going to be upgraded. So we're gonna be, it's gonna be cool. You guys are gonna like it. All right. I'm definitely going on a calorie deficit and try your meal advice. I recommend you try it for 7 days. All right. Try it for 7 days. For women, which is better, whey or casein protein? Whey is going to be better. Casein is good for like when you're going to sleep because casein like breaks down slow. So because you're not going to be eating for like 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours when you're going to bed, casein breaks down slow. So it gives your body like a nice slow supply of protein. But if you're talking about during the day, whey is going to be fine. If you can only pick one, whey is fine. I'm from New York. Okay. All right. So this is for all the people who have never tried a diet before. If you never tried a diet before, listen up. If you want to follow a plan that will have you losing 3 pounds over the next 7 days and then 3 pounds a week, every week after that, just give this a shot. If you just want quick results, you don't care about taste, and you just want something simple. This is a plan that I followed, and I was able to lose 30 pounds of body fat in 2.5 months. Every day for breakfast, I had 2 cups of egg whites and a side of veggies. Every day for lunch, I did 8 ounces of chicken breast and vegetables. Every day for dinner, it was 8 ounces of chicken breast and vegetables. As a late night snack, it would be just a handful of berries, something very simple like that. If you're a woman, instead of doing 8 ounces of the protein, like the chicken, just do 6 ounces. And if you follow a plan like that, you'll guaranteed be losing 3 pounds of body fat a week. That meal plan is strict and it is hard to stick to. But if you just like, I want to start seeing results so I can get closer to my goal, if you do that, like I guarantee, like you will see fast results. No cheat meals though. Oh man. Are you a personal trainer or a nutritionist? So I'm what you call a public health professional. That's what I went to school for. I am a personal trainer. I got certified for that years ago. So I don't really train anymore. Now I do more so fitness coaching. When I first got started, I got involved in personal training. I did that for years. And then I transitioned over to public health when I went to school for that. So then I got into like teaching health and wellness workshops and, like setting up like group coaching sessions and things like that, like in person. Like, so I would work with doctors and set up like fitness programs to help like kids and help their patients like lose body fat and build muscle in a realistic way. And, I've just been doing that for forever. I'd go to colleges and different businesses and kind of host workshops there and talk. But this cool thing, social media came about, and I started like one day I gave somebody like fitness tips on social media, and it went crazy viral. Oh man, hold on. Yeah, hold on. There's somebody in here who's like trolling, but I'm just gonna let him. I'm gonna let him do that for a few. Yeah, my bad. Facebook and YouTube. Oh man, why is this thing not working? Guys, I'm still here. I'm having a technical difficulty. All right, we should be good now. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. I know y'all can hear me. Just give me a second. All right, here we go. We back on. All right. How long was I frozen for? Really, strength repair. Have you heard about the Herbalife Strength and Repair protein powder? No, I never heard of it. It's probably fine. It's probably a regular protein powder. Is 3 apples good for one day? Yeah, 3 apples is fine. I'm skinny fat, but I keep my protein high and trying to do cardio 3 to 4 times a week. Is that good? Yes, that's fine. Let's see. Oh, why'd he leave? Try to bring him up. What's your thoughts on Core Power protein drinks? I think they're fine. I drink them myself. Hey, how do I find my maintenance calories? Live success. Your co-host with, and I'm not doing that. How do I find my maintenance calories? You go to Google, type in calorie calculator, and it'll tell you. You can literally find that out in like 10 seconds. Hey, bro, came in a bit late. What protein powder do you recommend? The best protein powder for females. So the same protein powder that a man can take, a woman can take as well, too. So there's a good brand called Proto-Lite. Hey, what do you think of Greek yogurt for breakfast? So Greek yogurt with some berries, you add in a scoop of protein powder for your breakfast is amazing. Let me ask you, do you guys know of a fitness coach on here? His name is Mark. He always talks like he rates breakfasts. Do you guys know him? Anybody know him? Let me know. Put in the comment section if you know him. He like does breakfast ratings. He sells a meal plan. You guys familiar with him? All right. Anybody know him? His name is Mark. He does like breakfast ratings. He sells a meal plan, etc. Let me know if you know him. I think he says one of his breakfasts is like a cup of Greek yogurt with half a cup. Oh no, a quarter cup of granola with some frozen berries. Okay. Well, listen. Do not listen to him. He is the worst. No, I'm just joking. That's actually my best friend. That's my best friend. Like, like we talk every day. So whenever people say do Greek yogurt for breakfast, personally, I hate Greek yogurt, but it is a good breakfast option. If you're doing Greek yogurt, you can add in, I like the quarter cup of granola because it makes it easier to stick to. Add the frozen berries, like amazing breakfast. I would say add a scoop of protein powder to it and some frozen berries. That's fine. Yeah, he gives good breakfast ratings. Yeah, 100%. You know, it's funny. So my story is this. About 12 years ago, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. When I lost the weight, I had to stop hanging out with all of my old friends. I cut everybody off. It was just, I just wanted to be around people that wanted to be better for themselves. So one of the first friends that I made was him. Like we started hanging out, even though we went to high school together, but we weren't close in high school. So when I started like running and I started going to the gym consistently, like we started working out together every day. It's crazy. We would we were going like these 8-mile runs every day. This is years ago. We'd be in the gym for like 4 hours a day. So that's how I got like so fit. Like it was just super, I want to say super like focused on getting as fit as possible. And like my friends at the time, he was one of them. There was another guy we'd work out with. Like we were about that fitness life. So yeah. What's his username? What is it? It's like Mark. I don't even know. Let me see. Mark Toronto Burchell. I don't know his TikTok username. If anybody knows it, y'all can put in the comment section. Or it's like No Cap Nutrition, something like that. I think. All right. Let's see. Abigail said, I hate Greek yogurt too. Yes, I cannot stand it. Do I have to track my calories? Do I have to track my calories for 2 weeks to find my maintenance calories? Um, to That's the most accurate way to find your maintenance calories. So this is step by step what you do to find your maintenance calories. Number one, you go to Google, you use a calorie calculator, and it's going to give you a good estimate. You eat that amount of calories every single day for 2 weeks, and you see whether or not you gained weight or you lost weight. If your weight stays exactly the same, that number is correct. If you are gaining weight, then that number is incorrect. That means that it's not your maintenance calories, you're in a calorie surplus. So you need to decrease your calories a little bit. If you're losing weight, then that number is incorrect. You need to increase your calories a little bit. That'd be a real maintenance calorie. So that's how you would do that. Do you think a protein shake and 2 eggs for breakfast after the gym is good? Yes, I think that's amazing. I think that'd be a protein shake is good, but you eating it with 2 eggs will make it filling. So I like that. Is cardio necessary or can you only do weights? If you're dieting hard, if your diet is good and you're lifting weights, you're good. You don't have to do cardio. Cardio though will help you lose weight quicker. Malaysian Mark Toronto Burchell, his photo says no cap. Yeah, that's him. Thank you for all the work you do. You are a legend on this app. I appreciate that. Thank you. I just went to Walmart and bought his stuff. You think it's worth it? 100%. Yeah, 100%. How do you feel about air frying chicken? I think it's fine. I think it's amazing. I think you should do it. That's good. Have you heard about the Herbalife Strength Repair Protein Powder? Okay. Yeah. No, actually, no, I haven't. But I'm assuming it's a regular protein powder. It should be fine. Not good with counting numbers. So you don't have to count calories. I recommend you try it, because it's good to know. But you can just follow the meal plans that I give, and it'll help you out. Searching for love. Searching for love is like searching for yourself. When you find yourself, you find love. Okay, Socrates. Okay. Thanks, bro. You're the best. I appreciate you. Does the assault bike imitate sprints? I feel so sore after the assault bike, but in a good way. So, in a way, cardio-wise, it will like kind of mimic sprints a little bit. It's not like sprint. Like sprints is different, but it's good cardio-wise. It is good. So it will, if you're doing intervals on the assault bike, that's working your heart, that's working the cardio. It's going to help you out. So it's good. Stupid question, but what is the importance of protein? Is it for muscle? Yes. If you eat enough protein, you will be able to build muscle. So our muscles are made from protein. Like, how like the building blocks of a building are bricks. Like that's the material that the workers use to actually build a building. Protein is the materials that our body uses to build muscle. So when you work out, you're telling your body, hey, body, build muscle. Every time you work out, you're telling your body, you need to go build muscle in whatever muscle we just worked out. When you don't eat enough protein, your body's like, okay, you telling me build muscle, but you're not giving me nothing to build muscle with. When you eat enough protein, now your body has everything that it needs to actually go there and actually build the muscle. If you hit your protein goal by lunch, what do you do for dinner? Whatever you want, as long as you hit your calorie goal. If you hit your protein goal early in the day for dinner, if you have 500-600 calories to eat and you don't have to worry about protein, you can eat whatever you want. Is a banana and a protein shake good for a pre-workout before the gym? Yes, that's fine. Help me get started. I don't know how. Okay, so for you to get started, I'm going to give you, I love this. This is good for beginners. For you to get started, I'm going to give you a simple plan to follow that will help you start seeing results. Number one, I want you to weigh yourself every day. So when you're doing this meal plan and following this plan, you get motivated because you see how fast you're losing weight. Okay. For breakfast every day, do a protein shake. Go to the store and buy some pre-made protein shakes. Just make sure it says 40 grams of protein. All right. If that's too complicated, just buy any one. Drink one protein shake every day for your breakfast. For your lunch, you're going to get a food scale and you're going to weigh out 7 ounces of chicken breast, and you're going to eat that with some vegetables. For your dinner, you're going to do 7 ounces of chicken breast with some vegetables, and you can get 1 cup of cooked rice and eat that with your dinner as well too. If you want a late night snack, you can snack on fruit in moderation. So it can just be 1 serving of fruit. Next, do 30 minutes of walking every day. And that's how you get started. If you follow what I just gave you, you'll be dropping like 2, maybe 3 pounds your first week, and you'll be motivated. You'll keep on going and you'll keep on losing weight. That's the easiest way to get started with this. Visually, should I get rid of all the sweets, cookies, etc. in the house so we're not tempted? 100%. You should definitely get rid of all the sweets, the cookies, etc. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for 13 years. And I don't even keep cookies and sweets around me because it's just temptation and it makes it hard to stick to your plan. So definitely get rid of it. Do you need to go to failure to build muscle? You need to go close to failure to build muscle. So you can go close to failure or you can go till failure, but like it needs to be hard. Like that, the training needs to be hard. Studies have been done on protein powder having too much lead. So you just got to do your research and find the protein powders that do not have a lot of lead. Oh man, I forgot to do the research on that again. Anyway, move on. I'm on a diet and going to the gym, but still not losing weight. So any advice you can give me? My advice would be go to the gym and start small. You can do a full body routine 3 days a week. That'll make it very simple for you. So every time you go to the gym, you can do squats, you can do the bench press, you can do some lat pull downs. Keep it simple. Just do 3 exercises. You focus on your form. Don't start crazy heavy. And as you get stronger, you lift a little bit heavier and you do a little bit more. But you can start with that for the first 3 to 4 weeks. I'm 6'4", 220 pounds right now. Okay. I'm confused. You said 220 right now. Is 270 attainable by January? Just make sure you ask that question the right way. Well, only a 30-minute walk. I don't remember what I said. Listening to you while on my walk. Rodriguez, I appreciate that. Thank you. Studies. I threw away my Halo Top ice cream. It wasn't good. LOL. Oh, I love Halo Top ice cream. Dang. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Pilates for muscle building? My thoughts on it'll help, do it. Yeah, do it. You know. Now, if it's a good start, I think you should do Pilates. I think it's great. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it works on flexibility and strength. It works on flexibility and strength. Those are the benefits that it has to the body. My wife's like, it's body weight strength. It's like, I know, babe. I know. I know Pilates is great. But I do recommend you lift weights as well, at least twice a week. So try Yasso. Yes, Yasso. Ice cream is good and Lighten is good. Nix is good too. Try them. And it also got to understand it's going to take some time for your body to get used to eating healthier things. If you're used to regular ice cream, switching over to low calorie ice cream, it might take you like a week or so to get used to it. Do you have to get protein in you within half an hour of waking up, or can you go longer? Well, I don't do that. I get protein in like hours after I wake up. I eat my first meal around 11:30. Some days I eat my first meal at 3, so that's not true. You can build muscle, lose body fat without doing that. How much should we walk to lose a lot of weight really fast? You want to do at least, you can walk for like 60 minutes to 2 hours a day if you really want to lose weight really fast. So basically, to put it simply, walk for as long as you can. Yeah, I think you're right. I wasn't used to how Halo got down. You just got to give it a little bit more time. You'll get used to it eventually. I do 20 minutes of running straight, then 10 minutes of slow walking. I was 260. Now I'm 217. Today is day 146. Shelton, that's amazing. Keep up the great work. That's amazing. Bro, you're simple and to the point. The people love it. Thank you. Boss Hug, what was your question? Let me try to scroll up. What about detoxing your gut? So, in my professional opinion, I have no idea about detoxing your gut. I honestly don't know. I've never done that. I've never done it, so I don't know. I do know that if you go from eating, like I was eating McDonald's 3 times a day, and then I switched. I gotta record this up. So I was eating McDonald's 3 times a day, and then I switched over to eating chicken breasts and lettuce twice a day, and eating fruit instead of Oreos. That was a detox for me. I lost body fat, my skin cleared up, started looking handsome and feeling better. So that was a detox for me. But I've never done fasting to detox my gut or anything like that. There was no need to. So seeing your plans on TikTok, following it, I lost 15 pounds in 1 month. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for letting that be known. I appreciate that. Matter of fact, let's bring you up so you could tell everybody what it's been like for you. Yeah, I love how simplistic these meal plans are and how you explain it. Thank you. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I go on social media all the time and I see all of these complicated recipes, and I'm a social media creator too. And I would love to be able to make that. But I was thinking, I'm like, that's not realistic to me. Like, I'm not about to make a meal that takes 2 hours to prepare. I'm not doing that. Like, if I had to do that to lose weight, I'd still be fat. You know what I'm saying? Even now, if I had to eat like that now, I would get fat because I'm not going to eat like that. I need something simple and to the point, so that I just give things that would be helpful for me. So I can do chicken breast and vegetables. I can eat steak and vegetables. It's 2 ingredients. I don't got to crush acorns and spin around 3 times and dance. Oh, what's up? How you doing? I didn't realize you were up here. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So talk to me, man. You said you lost 15 pounds in a month?
Yes.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good. The energy's there. Waking up feeling good every morning now.
All right.
So I seen you on TikTok and I just followed the meal plan that you gave and the cardio, walking 60 minutes a day, and even at night, just like a lot of people write in the comments saying that the cookies and stuff, I got rid of that and I drink 1 protein shake and that does it for me. Like, wake up in the morning, like you said, I don't eat until like 10 o'clock. That's my first meal at 10. Then I go on the treadmill. I walk for 60 minutes. Then I do some lifting, and then that's when I start my day from there. I'm telling you, it's been amazing though.
I love it.
It's been amazing.
Hey, so how many months do you think it is until you get to where you want to be?
I would say 2 more months, I should be where I want to be.
I love it.
Definitely.
I love it.
But my energy is different. I'm telling you, the energy that the meal plan gives you, and like even what you're saying, your face is clearer, and that's my detox. Like you're saying just now, that's my detox because my face is clear, no bumps on my face. I'm waking up with more energy, having more energy with the kids, running around with them. They loving that too. So even my wife is on it. My wife is on the meal plan now too, and she want to go from 190 to like 180 something.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, that's easy. She got that.
Yeah, but now you got me eating in a healthy house now.
Yeah.
Healthy house over here.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Oh man, y'all keep up the good work, man, and God bless you guys. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right, man.
You keep up the good work. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take care, man.
All right.
Oh wow. All right. So in addition to protein, what else do I put on my protein to make it a good breakfast? So what do you mean? You mean the protein shake? You can just have a simple protein shake for your breakfast. That would be fine. All right. So I'm going to be live for about 23 more seconds. Okay. So before I go, for anybody who wants more help, like you want to work with me one-on-one, you want somebody holding you accountable, and you want like guaranteed I'm going to get results. I got somebody holding me accountable. I got somebody giving me support. Comment the word coach right now in the comment section. I'm gonna reach out to you as soon as I hop off. But I do gotta go for now. So I thank you guys for like tuning in with me, all of that stuff. Like it really is appreciated. I'll give you guys a few more seconds to comment the word coach. I know, sometimes we need a little bit more time. When you coming back? I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Can we eat corn? Yeah, you can eat corn. Corn is a little bit on the starchier side, higher in calories. Oh, my little brother's in here. Hey, Steven. Steven. My mom used to sing this song for my little brother, Steven. He's 9 years younger than me, right? It would be like this. Steven, here today. We got Steven here today. Oh, man, that's my baby brother. Everybody say hi, Steven. Say hi, Steven. He's going to be so mad. Oh, man. Look, and he wrestles. So I can't mess with him no more. He getting too strong for me to mess with. Steven, Michelle said hi. Abigail says hi. Nina says hi. Peach said hi. Forever IEO says hi. That's funny. All right, everybody. God bless you guys. Peace out. Juliana says hi. Peace out, guys. Oh, man. Let's see. I got to end this. Hi, Steve. Everybody's saying on Instagram too. That's funny. All right, guys. Peace out. Hey, my truck driver. Hey, Steven, what's in your cup? This guy, Scott is crazy. All right, everybody. Peace out. Oh, man.